Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Tarot. It's the Daily Tarot reading for Monday, July 7th, 2025. Thanks so much for being here and watching this reading today. We're going to look at the tarot cards today, pull a few cards, take a look at what we need to know about the day ahead, what can give us some insight, some inspiration, maybe some navigation for tough situations or things that might come up. We'll just take a look and see what the cards say and see what the message is that comes through. And we'll go from there. I usually pull 3 tarot cards and then an oracle card as a punctuation card is what I like to call it. All right. I hope everybody's had a good weekend. I hope you had a good holiday weekend if you were here in the States. And I hope everybody was safe and you were able to enjoy friends, family, good company, or maybe just time alone, just something, whatever you needed to do to recharge and reset for the week ahead. I hope you were able to do that. Today we are going to look at the Unveiled Tarot. Here's the box. Very interesting tarot, probably one of the most interesting tarot I have seen in a while, in that there are 2 pictures on the card. I'll show you a couple cards to give an idea. So here they have the 8 of Cups, and you have a city skyline, but actually someone is taking a dive. The Knight of Pentacles. And here it looks like this is a merry-go-round, right? Staying in place in a merry-go-round, but the Knight of Pentacles. Then you have the inner picture of an actual knight on a horse. So it's a combination of images. And this is just amazing for the Page of Pentacles. Some really interesting cards, combinations, and things that happen here. So I always enjoy working with this deck. Let's see what is up for us today on Monday, June 7th, 2025. Again, my focus is on wisdom, on connecting to the universal energies of the day, things that can help us be better spirits here in these physical bodies, and helping us stay connected to the divine today. So what's universal energy today? The subtle energies. What are we looking at today? Take a cut. No pendulum today. Feels pretty solid. And that one wants to come out. And then we get number 2. And then we get number 3. Yeah. Awesome. Let's see what the cards have to say today. Okay, kicking things off with Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay. Definitely a spark of something that you're passionate about, a new beginning, stepping into the new week with a lot of strength and fire going on here. The King of Swords. And the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is typically a parade, a celebration of accomplishment, of getting things done. Here, we have a pageant queen who has won the day. She's won the pageant. So it's this mix, that sense of victory, of celebration, of completion, of getting the job done. Whatever you set out to do that you were passionate about, getting it done and being successful at it. How does this tie into these other energies? That is the question. Okay, so today you're handed a spark. You're handed a beginning of something. You're handed a creative idea and inspiration. This feels like this is also a carryover from yesterday and the energies that were present there as well on Sunday. But this is a focus on something involving your creativity, a passion, something that you want to move forward with. Again, the aces are almost like major arcanas, but not in the level of energy that is present within that suit. So this is a big deal, like a big idea today. It's going to maybe come out of nowhere, but you're going to have the clarity and insight to know how to strategically deal with that idea to where you can bring it forward into a success. The thing I want to point out about the King of Swords in this particular deck is you have this figure that's obviously a well-mettled military professional, but his heart is the focus of the card. But his heart is a little tiny compared to the body. And that's one thing I just think is a warning on this card, just something to be considered, in that the King of Swords tends to be very focused on the mental outcome, on the clear, cut and dried strategic decisions that need to happen. They are the masters of their suit. The King and Queen of Swords, they know how to handle almost all problems, any problem, in a very clear and decisive way. And I think you're going to get an idea today. Something's going to come forward that's going to be like an aha moment, like a, oh, I could do it this way kind of energy. And this could lead to a big success. This could lead you down the road to things really working out and working forward for you. And you'll have the clarity and insight of knowing exactly how to do it, but don't disregard your heart. Don't let the mental overload stimulus of ideas that come from this. This feels like maybe an avalanche of ideas, like the first one will hit and the spark will start and the fire will catch. That's great. That's what you want. But don't disregard your heart. In this, you'll be able to be strategic. You'll be able to pull on this King of Swords energy to understand how you can work the plan, work the idea, work the business plan to how to make this from idea into reality. I think that is very obvious with this card, in that today, if you tap into that creative passion and into that energy that you hold within, you're going to see a lot of success, and you're going to be able to strategically handle that and how to move forward and delegate and cut and move through the day. But do not disregard your heart at the end of the day. The heart needs to be part of this. The King of Swords needs to work with his heart and not just be focused entirely on the mental aspects. So yes, it's going to be about that decisive action, clear cutting, using your words carefully, making plans, delegating, being strategic. Again, that word, strategy. But intuition plays into this as well. Feeling that connection to a dream, to the ephemeral, to the subtle energies. So look for a big idea today. Look for a big idea to come forward and grab that baton for all it's worth and move forward. And I think you're going to have a very successful day. And this is going to carry you forward even up through the full moon. As we get closer to the full moon here in just a couple days, I think things are going to really, really get going. And this is kind of initial feel of this. Yesterday's energy was very calm and felt very centered in that Queen of Cups, caring, compassion, intuitive resourcefulness, grounded and centered. This feels a little bit more on the move. This feels like a little bit more driving energy. And just know that you have the intelligence and the know-how of how to handle this. Yeah. Okay. Let's pull a quick oracle card. See if one wants to volunteer. I almost thought we were going to get a volunteer there for a minute, but not the case. That one's getting all whopper-jawed. Drop your shields. You are protected. You don't have to worry about defense today. The strategy involved and the coordination doesn't have to involve being defensive. It doesn't. This is about knowing that you're protected, knowing that you are solid and that you are on a successful path. So therefore you can drop your shields. You don't have to worry about attack because everything is going to be handed off to you in a way that you can move forward with direction and certainty. You are protected. You are protected. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck, actually. Drop your shields. That's this, right? Drop this box around your heart. Let your heart be open. Let your passions fire you and ignite you today. All right. Have a great Monday. We'll have a moon reading coming up here in the next few days. I'll get that up as soon as I can. And I'll definitely see you on tomorrow's reading. Have an amazing day. Have a great Monday. Peace and strength, everybody. Take care.